This is the first of our championship contest this evening, sponsored, I'm delighted to say, by Powerhouse. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a contest of 6 rounds of boxing, 5 rounds of boxing, to decide the destination of the World Sports Organisation British Middleweight Championship. Would you please welcome the challenger for the title, boxing out of the red corner from Slough, bringing to the ring a record of 2 fights and 2 wins. Please welcome the challenger, John Brennan. And the reigning and defending middleweight champion of Great Britain, boxing out of the blue corner with a record of 4 fights and 4 wins from Luton. Please welcome Mo Hallaway. 5 rounds of championship boxing, and your title once again is Mr. James Daly. Thank you.
Okay, Floyd, well this is I'm really looking forward to this contest, and I'll tell you what, I haven't seen Mo Hallaway, even though he's a British champion. I've actually seen John Brennan, and I'll tell you what, I was really impressed with Brennan. He took apart a very decent journeyman last time around. I'm really impressed with Brennan, and I've got to tell you, Hallaway looks decent, but he's going to have his work cut out defending against this boy. I'll tell you much right now. You don't know either of them, do you?
No, this is the first time, so it'll be an interesting fight.
Well, Mo Hallaway fighting out the James Flynn boxing stable up in Luton. James himself a decent cruiserweight. He's always got a good group of lads. They train hard up there and they go around the country, so really like the Welsh boxers in the pros. It was a hard school, wasn't it, that Welsh school?
Yes, it's...
No, not many home fights in the centre.
No, it wasn't.
Here we go, round 1. Really looking forward to this one. This is 5 2-minute rounds. Yeah, great jab by Brennan there. Straight in the face, ramrod, lightning quick.
And you can actually see that they use the confidence, you know, and that's the big difference between being champion and, you know, and being a challenger.
Well, it's the unbeaten thing, isn't it? It's 2 unbeaten fighters here, and you can see it. You know, I'd say Hallaway looking slightly more tentative, but that doesn't mean anything at this stage. Brennan oozing confidence, but catches Hallaway there around the ear, but Hallaway didn't flinch. Comes back.
The first round will always be the one that you test.
Oh, sorry to cut you in there, Floyd. Brennan loading up there, however, Hallaway caught him there, I think. Brennan landed some good shots, but Hallaway taking them quite well. Again, shipping an overhand right. Well, that was in the first round. How do you see that one, Floyd?
Oh, it's quite even. I'll go for a drop there.
Yeah, I think it was maybe shaded slightly to Brennan, but Hallaway definitely in this one still. Of course, like we said before, some of these lads have to really realise that that dedication to the fitness. Standing between rounds, I don't know how you stand in that one. Some in the pros, they always sat in the rounds, didn't they? Or
Yes, but
Or did you ever fight anybody did you stand, sit or stand?
I actually went with different trainers as an amateur, and found that a lot of the different trainers and coaches, they would like me to stand because it was their way, and they felt it would benefit me. But I didn't find any difference between sitting or standing.
Well, here we go. Back in round 2. Mo Hollaway from Luton versus John Brennan from Slough for the WSO British middleweight title. Hollaway being the champion, he's 4-0, and Brennan being the challenger. I tend to suspect, Floyd, that Brennan might be fitter than Hollaway.
Yes, it's
at this stage definitely landing the cleanest shots, looking the more balanced of the two, and Hollaway can definitely fight, but again I really think the fitness is telling.
This is what separates, your training is the most important, and it always comes down to the fight at the end of the day, so. And you can see it here now, it's.
You can see it here now. Hollaway is starting to complain and is starting to breathe. He's shipping some shots. Brennan's walking through him at the moment.
Yes, if somebody's going to try you during the middle rounds or whatever, you've got to keep away from him. You've got to keep him off.
That was a good hook though from Hollaway, and he's blooded Brennan's nose, and I think that gave him a slight second wind there. But I told you I like this boy Floyd because he walks through, he has no fear, and he's landing, pretty composed and calculated shots at the end of the day. And that's the end of the second round. And how did you see that one?
Oh, it's not a draw anyway.
No, that one definitely wasn't a draw. I'll give that round.
But you can see the difference in class between the both of them. Where it's quite easy enough in the first round to be even, but the difference in fitness and class here now is showing.
Yeah, I think Brennan's definitely worked harder in training, and he's I'm looking at him on the stools now. Holloway's standing, his mouth is open, he's shipping a lot of air. I'm looking at Brennan, he's looking more composed, more fitter. And at this stage, I think we could be seeing a new champion. But this is boxing, and like I said before, you're only one punch away, and time will definitely tell.
Second corners.
A good jab from Holloway there, it landed square, and again, once those shots do land, it does give a fighter confidence, doesn't it? Again, Brennan looking very composed, very professional, and I just like the way he pulled his hands out there of the clinch. Nice left hook from Holloway there.
That's all he needs to do. Keep his jab out, and he break him down.
And there we go, Brennan's landing some good shots, and Holloway's looking a little bit shaky here, Floyd.
Oh yes, it's he's breaking him down. You keep the jab going.
Oh, yeah. I think Brennan shipped one there. And now Brennan took one there. Now he's looking, but let's see what happens. good jabs landed by both boys. Oh, and a big right hook from John Brennan, and Hollaway took it very, very well and came back. Again, that right hook lands flush. And Steve Holdsworth give both boys a little bit of respite. It's a grueling contest so far, and now they're really going for it in the middle of the ring. And Hollaway looking sold out. Well, that was a very, very interesting round 3, and Brennan's nose blooded. He's now breathing from the mouth, so is Hollaway, and I think rounds 4 and possibly rounds 5. Round 4 will be the critical round.
Yes, we're going to have an entertaining 2 rounds. That's if it goes to the 5th.
Well, I have my doubts, I've got to tell you that. Well, we were discussing the various styles of sitting down and standing up, and not surprisingly, Mr. Holloway's sitting down, as you quite rightly pointed out to me just then.
Seconds corners.
And here we go, into the 4th round. It's a nice right hook from Brennan, but again, I think Holloway's showing a good chin here, isn't he?
Yeah, the 2 boys have proved me, because I didn't think the fight would go as long as this. But you gotta love boxing.
Yeah, no, you do, and it's amazing when somebody's sold out and they find those reserves and they keep going through the punches. It's you know, it is something, even at this particular level. He's still going, Holloway, and he's landed with a couple of nice jabs there, and now he should be tying Brennan up here. And once again, Brennan is getting admonished by referee Steve Holdsworth, but I couldn't see what that was for, Floyd.
No, it's probably something that we couldn't see. So, but I found always that if he just keeps pumping out his jabs, he can dictate the fight from there. You know, he
can, and you know, if he uses that jab more, he can frustrate Brennan a little bit more than he is doing. And but again, it's the fitness, because even to land the jab consistently, you've got to have that basic fitness.
Yes. They're quite evenly matched, you know, so it's going to be an entertaining 5th round.
Well, I didn't think we'd go to 4, but to 5, but it has, and they are extremely well matched. This is definitely a good match. Of course, even the fact that Holloway's the champion and John Brennan is the contender, of course he's the local boy, John Brennan, so really you know, Steve's Holdsworth, if it's fairly matched and it's fairly even, which it has been, Steve's got a job really to decide who's won that title, because really as a contender you should rip the title off the champion, and if it's fairly even, the champion should get it. But of course Brennan's here on home territory, so anything can happen.
I better get a taxi for Steve.
Right, we're into the last round of the British middleweight title. between the holder Mo Holloway, who's 4-0, fighting John Brennan, who's 2-0. It's been an absorbing contest, and both boys have showed good chins. And at the moment, I'm shading the fight to John Brennan through more relentless pressure, but Holloway's definitely in it, and I think the last round could decide the destiny of this title. Well, Brennan really ought to stop headhunting like that, Floyd. Single shots is not going to win this fight.
No, it's not. It's they're both looking for the big shots now, so
if only Holloway would throw that jab and set Brennan up with the jab, I think he could win this hands down.
yes, that's what he should be doing now, sticking it right through.
Shot there, and Brennan felt that one. Holloway's corner up. Here comes back Brennan with some nice hooks of his own. But Holloway showing a great chin. And he's hitting and holding there, and the referee won't like that. And here we go.
This is where you've got to dig deep now.
Got to dig deep, the final stage of the final round of a title fight. Both boys are digging deep. And that's it, the bell goes. Let's see who's won. And referee Holdsworth is not making that decision straight away, so let's see what happens. How do you see it?
I wouldn't like to say.
Whoa, what a fight. Oh, let's please show your appreciation. John Brennan, Mo Hallaway. And I'd like to invite into the ring to present the championship belt, Jade Bennett from Powerhouse. Where are you, Jade? Is that the lovely Jade? Hey, Jade.
Well, I'd say that fight was a decent contest, both boys giving it all, and definitely worthy of a semi-pro title fight. And actually, I liked John Brennan before the fight, I still like it, but actually I think if Holloway upped his fitness levels and set his opponent up with the jab, he also could go quite far.
Yeah, I believe that the two boys can go to another level, but this is what it all comes down to in the last fourth and fifth round. You know, it's what separates you from winning and losing. You know.
You see, here we go, decision now. So I'll stop rabbiting for a minute, but
right, ladies and gentlemen,
where it
after
goes.
5 cracking rounds of boxing, I scored the contest 50 points to 47. Your winner and a new WSO British Middleweight Champion, John Brennan.
Well,
and to present the championship belt, Jade Bennett from Powerhouse. Thank you, Jade. And ladies and gentlemen, would you please show your appreciation, very gallant loser, Mo Hallaway. Thank you, Mo.